Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we are going to do the presentation for assignment 3 BMMA 1323 product selection. This is the introduction. A car, also known as automobile, is a wheel motor vehicle used as transportation. It is four-wheel vehicle designed primarily for passenger transportation and commonly propelled by an internal combustion engine using a volatile fuel. Cars came into global and widely available and used during the 20th century. This is the background study. Over the years, automakers are increasingly employing turbochargers and superchargers to make more power from less fuel. Both devices serve as a replacement for displacement by helping cram the same amount of air a bigger engine will naturally inhale into a smaller engine, so they can make the same power when the driver's foot hits the floor. Oxygen turns out way harder to get into an engine than fuel. These parts have different of type but have some similarities. This the turbocharger and the diagram, and this is the supercharger and its diagram.
Product functionality for the turbocharger is the turbine and the compressor are the two main components of the turbocharger. The turbine is made up of two parts, a turbine wheel and the turbine housing. The turbine housing's job is to direct exhaust gas into the turbine wheel. The turbine wheel is turned by the energy in the exhaust gas, which then exits the turbine housing through the exhaust outlet area. Meanwhile, for the supercharger are at their core air compressor. The crankshaft of the engine is connected to the rotor of the supercharger by the belt or chain, which provide the necessary power for the compressor to operate. Roots, twin screw, and centrifugal supercharger are the three main types of supercharger that use this fundamental principle today.
I'm Muhammad Michael, and for comparison, for turbocharger and supercharge, which turbocharger advantage wastegate produce significantly fewer carbon emissions, ideal in high altitude condition, lightweight, low impacts on the car's fuel economy, runs quietly, overall more efficient. For this advantage takes time for a turbocharger to produce power boost, complex installation and maintenance, runs extremely hot. For supercharge, easy to install and maintain, produce significantly more power than a turbocharger, delivers power boost at lower RPMs, brake power increases by 30% until 45%, overall more reliable. So for disadvantage, no wastegate which more carbon emissions, runs loudly, remains active at low RPMs, negatively impacting a car's fuel economy. So in a nutshell, turbochargers are effective, low cost, and can assist many small engine vehicles in gaining engines power benefits. That's all from me. Thank you.
Next, I will present on the selection criteria and method. We chose part concept selection method to rank the concept alternative. We chose this method because it shows subjective opinion about what alternative versus another can be made more objective in decision making. And the sensitivity study can also be performed by using this method. As you can see, this is the part selection method table. The list of criteria is height and power, less carbon emissions, less noise, low cost, and lightweight. We chose supercharger as a data and we compare it with our other two concept alternative, which is single turbo and twin turbo. As you can see, the best outcome or the best concept is the single turbo.
Next, for the conclusion, a turbocharger is a very important device for increasing an engine's volumetric efficiency and fuel burning efficiency. It takes the energy from the engine's exhaust gases, which is a win-win situation, and use it to deliver compressed air to the engine. And for the recommendation, the turbocharger is built to last the same amount of time as the engine. It does not require any special maintenance and only requires a few periodic inspections. The following engine manufacturers' servicing guidelines must be rigorously followed to ensure that the turbocharger's lifetime match with the engine. So first, oil change intervals. Second, oil filter system maintenance. Third, oil pressure control. And lastly, air filter system maintenance. That's all from us. Thank you.